Let me start by thanking the SADC Secretariat and the UNDP Regional Center for Africa for organizing this consultation on the implementation of the Women, Peace and Security agenda in the SADC region. I recognize and thank the Honorable Deputy Minister, Mashengo Dlamini, and through you, Madam Minister, the government of South Africa for hosting this consultation. Indeed, this demonstrates South Africa's long-established role in championing the Women, Peace and Security agenda, including as co-chair of the network of the focal point on women, peace and security, and for establishing practical tools to enhance women's leadership and participation in peace and security efforts, such as the Gertrude Chopé Women Mediation Network, and partnering with civil society. And I know that, for example, through a center that is called Accord in South Africa. I also want to thank UNDP Regional Center for Africa for the great initiative on enhancing the capacity of the regional economic communities to advocate and support member states to fulfill their commitment on women, peace and security. We applaud the initiative for its contribution in closing the knowledge gap on monitoring, reporting, and accountability. Really, my Office of the Special Envoy is grateful for your contribution in putting in place this accountability process. I believe the skills gained will translate to concrete action on the ground. For this, I want to particularly recognize and thank the leader of this, one of the leader of the center, Madame Odette Kabaya, for her leadership in steering the initiative. Let me also recognize the presence of WPS partners, UN Women that have been on the ground with us, the Office of the Special Envoy. Let me also recognize representative of European Union and the government of Canada and all civil society that are present here. Before I proceed, let me bring to you the warm greeting from His Excellency Musa Faki Mohammed, the chairperson of the African Union Commission, and to say that we stand firm, working with all member states, and I want to congratulate all members, representative of SADC member states that are with us today. I think our commitment, our global commitment for gender equality and women equal participation in peace process remain unwavering. Ladies and gentlemen, we recall over 20 years ago, the SADC region midwife UN Security Council Resolution 1325 through the government of Namibia during their presidency to the UN Security Council in October 2000. Since then, Africa continent has continued to lead on the implementation of the agenda. Currently, 32 African states, of which 6 are from the SADC region, have adopted National Action Plan, with Malawi being the latest. I want to thank SADC for their efforts, including by adopting a regional action plan in 2018, which has since spurred a lot of action in the region. I encourage the remaining 10 SADC member states to also adopt a national action plan for indeed the Women, Peace and Security agenda, which is relevant in every nation, especially today when we are compounded by multiple crises of climate change, conflict and pandemic like COVID-19, which has negatively impacted the human security of our citizens, especially to women and girls in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that policies on their own does not deliver result. With this in mind, and in consultation with member states, we develop a Women, Peace and Security Accountability Tool, commonly known as the Continental Result Framework, a tool to help us ensure that the NAPS and other WPS instruments in the continent are delivering results and contribute to closing the gap between policy and practice through annual reporting. Since its adoption, member states have increasingly reported on their delivery of the agenda. We are currently in the third phase of reporting, where we are receiving reports from member states and which are presented to the Peace and Security Council for review and adoption. I thank SADC member states that have reported and urge the remaining ones to do so. As you continue the important work on WPS, I assure you of our support, including through our Centers of Excellence, which is in SADC region also. We have the International Women Peace Center in Namibia and Accord in South Africa. To enhance women meaningful participation in the transformation of Africa, we initiated the Africa Women Leaders Network, through which we are supporting women's voices, including conduct of solidarity mission to women affected by conflict, including in Mali recently, in Mozambique, and I'm sure this week, with support of UNOAU, which is an organization of the UN related, working closely with the African Union, we will deploy senior women leaders to support efforts of Kenya women and effort of Senegalese women in mitigating electoral violence as their countries conduct election right now in July and August. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I urge you to see the CRF, Continental Reserve Framework, and call to report as no other numerous requests that we receive, but rather as our own commitment and contribution to the advancement of the right of women to peace as enshrined in Article 10 of the Maputo Protocol. It's about the human security of our nation. This will truly make a difference and pave the way for an inclusive and peaceful Africa. And finally, I take the opportunity to reiterate our commitment to strengthen collaboration with member states, regional economic communities, the United Nations, development partners, and the civil society to scale up action to ensure full delivery of the Women, Peace and Security agenda in Africa. I thank you.